Hello, hello. I hope you're having a great day. I think you're going to get really fired up with this message today. Title of this message is VOW. VOW. What in the world does VOW mean? Other than I know it's going to be full of fire and challenge, right? And this video you can go back to motivate you. I'm interested in motivating you, getting you going to where nothing can stop you. You're not afraid of failure. You embrace it. You take on the challenges. You want bigger challenges. What does VOW mean? VOW simply means, it's one of my acronyms in my book, Vicious Overcoming Warrior. Vicious Overcoming Warrior. You need to memorize that. You need to go over it and over it and over it. Vicious Overcoming Warrior. I'm a vicious overcoming warrior. Wow, there's a lot to that, right? Being vicious, like an attack dog, overcoming obstacles, pain, injuries, competition, overcoming, and warrior, putting that war paint on, like we talked a little bit in the last video about, coming prepared for battle. Key questions you need to ask yourself as we start looking into, do I have a VOW mentality? Do I have a vicious overcoming warrior mentality? How would you define a warrior from a sports athletic perspective? You got to write that down, right? How would you define that? And do you feel like a vicious overcoming warrior is something that you want to be known for? You want to know that that's how you roll, regardless of what people say. This is how you roll. Well, again, a lot of times you're going to have to go through the fire in order to, figure it out, because VOW is going to test you. You say, I'm just overcoming war. You're gonna go through it. And right now in this journey that we're going on, I'm coming alongside you to say, you've got this VOW mentality. You've got this apply it. Think about it. See yourself as a vicious overcoming warrior. Have an example in front of you. People that you look up to that were like, man, that guy or gal got battle scars. They're like, whoa, like they're VOW. They got VOW all over them. Well, you're going to see as you read this book in each of these chapters that we present, you're going to understand that a lot of this book was a part of running and training for a 50-mile ultra run. And so I went through so many, hills and valleys, ups and downs. And I felt I was counted out so many times, and it was only by God's grace that I just kept going. And so I had a test. The course, which was in the area where we lived, in the Seattle area, wasn't that far away. So I could literally go onto the course and test, right? So as I was building up mileage, this is like crazy to think of, I run 5 miles, look at how hard that is. And then 10, and then you build up to 15, and then 20, and you're trying to get a little over 20. And then now is my test of trying to run 30 miles. 30-mile test. Think about that. 30 miles. So I get all my gear ready. I get all my supplements. I get prepared. And I'm going to go out by myself onto the course in the morning at this point. And I'm going to run part of this, this trail. And so I get going, and I'm doing pretty good at first, and then I'm starting to get tired. I'm running off the course. I'm feeling that and I'm just putting supplements, drinking everything that I could just to try to keep my body energized, right? Getting weaker. I run out of everything. I literally am done. and I don't know where I'm at, but I'm trying to find my way back because I ran off the course, which is typical me. I can't find my way probably to my bedroom. I mean, seriously. But oh my gosh, I started cramping in my hamstrings, big time. So much so that, and now I'm exhausted because I'm 20 something miles in, 25. I don't know. And at this point, I'm just trying to make it back to the car. And so I'm literally crawling. I'm crawling on the ground. Do you understand what I'm saying? And then I get up, and then I'd go like, okay, maybe I could walk to this tree. I'd walk to the tree, and I'd start cramping up again, fall back down. And I'd get back up after some time, and I'd try to run to like, a tree like 10, 15 yards ahead. And people are walking by, they're just out for a stroll because it's a public trail, right? And they're like looking, they're going, "Are you okay? Are you okay?" And I'm going, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And they're like looking like, "This guy's strange. Look at him." And I'm literally just trying to get back to the car. Get back to the car. And I'm just thinking Gatorade. And I look in, and I can't even like, there's nothing to drink. I forgot it all. In fact, I called my wife when I was crawling, and she's picking up the phone, and I was telling her, I go, "Do you know, I don't know if I'm even going to make it home." And she's going, "Okay, well, I hope to see you soon, blah, blah, blah." It's like she was just playing me off. So I was mad at her. So I jump in a car, drive home, get home, and I'm like, I don't care what happens. We lived in a place that had stairs, and I'm going, I'm not asking her for any help. I'm grabbing my stuff. And I literally grabbed my stuff, walked up. She says, "Hi, how you doing? How's it going? What's going on?" And I just kept walking. I was so mad because I thought, she didn't even care, right? Well, I was going to get humbled there. So see, Vicious Overcoming Warrior is not just about the physical part. It's relational too. So I drop my stuff. I go to the bathroom. It takes me like literally half an hour to get my clothes off. I can't even reach to get it was so bad. Finally, I don't know how long it took. I got, shower, got up, dressed, came out. She goes, "What's wrong with you? Why are you acting like this?" And I said, "Man, I called you and you didn't, and you didn't even answer, respond to me." She goes, "What are you talking about? Like, I didn't even know that I couldn't hear you." So I kept saying, "Okay, hon, we'll see you soon, be safe." I go, "What?" She goes, "I couldn't hear you. It was going in and out with the reception." And so I felt horrible. I said, "Hon, I'm so sorry." And, I had to apologize, right? And then I was just like, well, I know one thing is I'm done, right? And I told her, I go, "It's over. I trained all these months for this race, and I couldn't complete 30 miles, really. How am I going to run 20 more miles?" I mean, think about that. That's so daunting. And so I had my mentor, David Book. He called me, said, "How'd it go, Coach? Praying for you. How was the whole thing?" And I just started telling him. I was a whiner. Certainly wasn't a warrior. But I was being realistic. I was saying, "Man, look, this is the truth. I was cramping. I couldn't even finish." And he goes, "Wow." I go, "So you know what? It's over. I can't run 20 more miles. I can't even run 30. He goes, "Let me ask you a question." He goes, "How many people do you know have run 30 miles? He goes, "I only know of one." And I go, "I don't know anybody in my circle. I don't know anybody that's run 30 miles. He goes, "Okay, so you stop today. You've accomplished so much." And I said, "But I'm trying to do it for the athletes in my program, and we're trying to raise money for our nonprofit." And he goes, "Coach, you did it. You ran 30 miles." But he goes, I'm going to ask you one question." I said, "What?" He goes, "Can you just like take the day and the night and just, because you're very emotional right now, just sleep on it. And then if you decide, like whatever you decide, I'm going to stand with you. Like I'm going to be with you. Don't worry about it." And so I went, I was like, it's still done. Went to sleep. Woke up the next morning. I'm thinking about it. And I was realizing like I can move a little bit. Maybe I can stretch out a little bit, do something with my body. you know? And I thought, no. I know why he was telling me that. Because he was saying it's not finished yet. See, like just like this program here, it's not finished yet. You're not out of it yet. There's still hope for you. It is about now time. And so I kept plugging along. I kept applying the VOW mindset principle. I kept repeating it to myself. I kept asking God for the strength to be that, to embody that, because I'm not a runner per se. I'm an anaerobic athlete, basketball athlete, quick run, not running aerobically miles and miles and miles. And so I was able to succeed and accomplish probably the biggest goal or dream that was the hardest, maybe in my life. Though I'm in some pretty big ones now, so we'll see what happens. Are you with me? Don't tell me that that obstacle is too big for you. Don't tell me that this situation just can never be realized. Come on, man. When you put the right people around you, when you get tunnel focus, when you apply the go juice, the warrior mindset, right? The leading for legacy, and the vow crazy, deep, abiding mindset that's in you that just needs to be activated and come out. You'll be unstoppable. It's now time. Here's your success points. Be a grinder. Grind. Grind. Keep grinding. I'm with you. You get tired? Find somebody to encourage you. Let me encourage you. Say, I'm getting tired of the grind. Let me encourage you, just like my mentor did. Grow. All of this is about growing, becoming more, more than you are yesterday. It's not always about everything that you achieve. It's about the growth as a human being and the strides that you make as a winner. And then galvanize. Galvanize everything around you that I'm teaching you. Put it all together. Cling to all of these things so that you can, step in to that battle and find yourself on the winning side of what you want to achieve. You have to see yourself as a vow person. You have had vow moments, and so I want you to write down 5 of your top vow moments. And I want you to refer back to them often. Meditate on them daily. And then apply the principle, apply the story, apply the foundational strategies that were given you in vow, and make it happen now. Have a great day, and I hope this message inspired you. You've got what it takes. You, my friend, are going to achieve extraordinary greatness.